I want to share with you two shifts I've been seeing recently that really characterize what is happening at the intersection of technology and business. So, the first shift is this sudden and enormous increase in the ability of AI and AI agents to do what's called long horizon work. And this means that we can brief them with complex outcomes like, I need a new workflow management app for my team, or create a new website for this brand, or plan me a trip around the world, or hire me a new set of interns, and it will project manage its own work towards this outcome. Now, this is most represented by tools released by Anthropic late last year, Claude Code, and then Claude Cowork into January this year. But many people I know, including myself, are starting to live inside these tools and allow them to manage more and more aspects of our daily professional and even personal lives. This was, of course, accelerated even further by the viral success of this open source project called Claudebot, renamed to Moltbot, and then OpenClaw, a project that incorporates agents that you can install on your own machine, have full control over, give it access to as much personal and professional context, all the information about everything you're working on, and it effectively operates like a new employee that works for you 24/7. Given all of the access to personal and professional information and the ability to actually take action on your behalf, there are enormous risks that we are starting to see. And I'll be sharing more about this in the coming weeks as we metabolize how we can actually make the best and the safest use of these kinds of tools in the context of our business. And then the second shift, so many business leaders continue to be skeptical, doubtful, and even fearful in some cases about AI. I've heard recently from business leaders that AI just feels like another metaverse, another NFT hype wave. Like my business isn't really doing any better from our investments in AI. And so there's this tension between the people, they're often the best people in your organization getting these enormous outsized benefits from using these agentic tools, and leaders that continue to be skeptical, doubtful, attempting to apply standard operating procedures, policies, guardrails, and governance approaches to these new tools. That is really the focus of my work in the coming weeks as we look at how can leaders lead actually in the context of AI becoming a more and more active participant, taking deeper, broader, more responsible roles in our work, on our teams, in our businesses. So I'll be focusing on all of this in my keynote that I'll be debuting at South by Southwest. I look forward to seeing you there or on a stage or in a boardroom or a corporate context shortly after that.